You know what is worse than addiction? Believing that it is just who you are. That you will always need that smoke to calm down, that drink to feel normal, that this is just how your life is meant to be. Let me tell you something that nobody told me when I needed it the most. You are not addicted to the substance. You are addicted to the version of you that believes it needs it. That's where the real trap is. And that's exactly how I lived for years. Every morning I woke up feeling like life was happening to me. The smoke was my ritual. The drink was my silence. But I'll tell you something that most of the transformation stories miss. I didn't quit smoking. I didn't fight drinking. What I did was far more powerful. I stopped being the version of me that needed those things. I rewired the code inside me. And in this video, I will show you what that means. Exactly what this code is, why most people fail to break their addictions, and how a deeply ingrained psychological concept, not discipline, is the real liver. If you stay with me till the end, you will understand how to stop relapsing, how to stop being controlled by your old emotional patterns, and how to step into a version of yourself that doesn't even crave the thing you are trying to quit. This is for anyone who's been stuck in cycles: smoking, drinking, guilt, relapsing, self-blame, and wants to break that loop without relying on willpower. I will also show you the one principle that changed my life forever and how I turned it into a system that's helped hundreds of people reclaim control from the inside out. And before I explain the method, I need to tell you something personal. Not to impress you, but because I am hoping that somewhere in my mess, you will find a mirror. I still remember the morning everything opened up. I had spent the entire night outside someone's house waiting, just waiting, desperate for some kind of closure, some kind of acceptance, some sign that I mattered. I hoped that I will get my dignity back. But they never opened the door. And as the sky turned grey and the world began to wake up, I felt nothing inside me except shame and hunger. I walked past a bakery. Behind the glass, fresh buns, coconut puffs, warm biscuits. I just stood there, staring like I did not belong to this world. And then he appeared. An old man, a homeless beggar, ruffled hair, torn clothes, a blanket tucked between his arm, wrinkled face, stained teeth, dry lips, eyes like a wild cat, but soft, alive, like he saw right through me. And with the most contagious smile I have ever seen, he asked, "Khata kya ba? Cream bun? Would you like to eat the cream bun?" I was stunned. This man, who clearly had nothing, was offering me food. I smiled, awkward, ashamed, confused. My immediate reaction was to say no. And then he gently said, "Kha le ba, parwani. Eat it, brother, don't worry." I took the bun, I stood on the pavement, and as I bit into it, I choked. Not on the food, on the moment, on the truth. Because I didn't end up on that pavement just because life was unfair. I ended up there because every day before that, I was numbing my fire, numbing my purpose. I didn't have energy to build a life because I was too busy surviving it. And that's the invisible cost of addiction. You don't just lose money, health, relationships. You lose your capacity to rise. You could be a CEO, an artist, a leader. But if something owns your nervous system, you are playing at half strength. You might have success in one area, but you have never seen what you are truly capable of. For a while, life changed. I stayed clean, got focused. I started reading books. I stayed away from the old friends, the old patterns. But then, those days, I did not know what subconscious reconditioning was, and I didn't know I was running an old code. Just when I thought I was okay, I was clean. In a weak moment, my old code took hold of me and I relapsed. And the voice inside me said, "See, it was all fake. You are just pretending. This is who you really are." And I believed it. I went back into the loop, deeper than before. Until one night, something darker happened. Something I would not prefer talking about it. It happened because I was living my old version that was addicted to substance. But that night, I did not just feel broken, I felt hollow. And that's when the fire came back, not to escape, but to understand. Why do I keep doing this to myself? Why do I keep becoming someone I hate? That's when everything changed. I stopped chasing motivation. I started studying the architecture of the mind: NLP, hypnotherapy, behavioral change, personal mastery, emotional reprogramming, subconscious conditioning. I became obsessed not with positivity, but with pattern breaking. And slowly, painfully, consistently, I started applying it to myself every day. And then one day I noticed something. I was no longer trying to quit. I just wasn't the man who needed it anymore. That version of me, gone. I had rewritten the code. Let me give it to you straight. If you are stuck in a cycle, it is not because you are weak. It is because your system is loyal to an old identity. The smoke, the drink, the numbing, they are just symptoms. The real issue, the version of you that believes they are necessary. And unless you rewrite that version, you will keep relapsing. You will keep sabotaging. That's what I now call the deep code. So in this video, I told you, I would give you the real stuff, not the motivational crap. So how do you rewrite the code? These are the 3 non-negotiable shifts to real freedom. First, your identity. Don't try to be the same person with better habits. That's a war you will lose. Say it with me. I am becoming someone who doesn't need this. Say it until your subconscious starts to believe it. Second, your why. Forget inspiration. Tap into pain. Remember your lowest moment, the one that made you sick to your stomach. Now, imagine repeating that for 10 years. That is what you are fighting for. Your why isn't cute. It is survival. Your driving force to bring that change, to welcome that new identity. Third, recondition your system. You can't outthink a nervous system that's been trained to survive with self-destruction. You have to rewire the emotional pathways. That is why I created a free mind conditioning audio based on my deep code reset framework. It is not on YouTube. It is a private registration. Listen to it every day. Let it seep in. Let it become your new baseline. It's linked below. And if you want more than that, if you want structure, depth, and transformation that lasts, I built FoundationX. It is the framework I wish someone had handed me years ago. And if you want to go even deeper, Deep Code Reset is something I offer only inside my close coaching environments because it is intense, immersive, and not for everyone. It is not the feel-good fluff. It is transformation for those who are done, playing games with their lives. What did I just say? It's transformation for those who are done playing games with their life. Today, I live clean. I'm not addicted to anything. I am a Guinness World Record holder in super memory. I have completed my doctoral studies, built businesses. I went from not having money to buy food to designing systems that change lives. And I'm not saying that to impress you. I'm saying it because I know this works when you work it. No school teaches this. No college prepares you for this. That's why I have made it my mission to share it. Not out of pity, but out of purpose. Because when you rise, you inspire others to rise with you. If this video resonated, hit the like button, share it, comment something real, subscribe to the channel because we are just getting started. Someone out there needs this. Someone out there is where I was. And maybe, just maybe, this is the video that turns it around. I'll see you in the next one. Live free and take charge.